Hello, it's your girl Natalie. Today is May 9th, 2026. It's Saturday, the markets are closed. You're not going to believe this. Well, maybe you will. This is my fifth time trying to record this video. I was on a roll the last time and then I realized I wasn't recording. So let's do this correctly. All right, so it's been a while since I've traded and recorded it. This account in particular, I don't think I've traded on this one since July 2025, if my records are correct. But this NZD USD is my most traded pair, and I have used other Oanda accounts to trade on it, to trade it. Um, I guess that's not relevant, but um, this is it. So I'm currently long NZD USD, and I got in at an amazing time. Look at that. Almost, I don't want to say perfect. I can't remember the term of when you get trades in at the wick, but that was gorgeous. It was a gorgeous entry, and I got lucky on it because I hadn't even really studied the charts. And let me tell you what happened. So I had a job, and I think in my last videos I talked about working at my dream location, a place where I could see myself be the manager. I left my job with the organization last June, and I started doing DoorDash full time. So I was delivering these orders. I would drive 45 minutes to the city and knock them out. That was my day. I'd knock them out and come home. Sometimes I'd stay out late. Sometimes I'd be home for when the kids got home. And I quit because that's what I needed. I needed to be more available for my children. I needed to be closer to home. That's why I quit my 9 to 5. And I could make more money being a DoorDasher. And then I transitioned to Spark when I saw how much more lucrative Spark was than DoorDash. And I work less. I work less and I make more, right? That's what we want. I work less and make more, but I spend more on fuel. And if you're paying attention recently, if you own a car, if you use your car on a regular basis, you know that gas prices went up. Where I live, gas prices went up 75 cents overnight, um, just about at some of the gas stations. And I couldn't believe it. Um, I could not believe it. So I went from spending about $30 to fill up my car to more than $40 to fill up my car. And sometimes it don't even get all the way full, but um so I fill up my car once or even twice a day. And my budget that I used to do $100 a week for fuel. And now I have to make my budget, 250 to $300 for fuel. Um, just because, the gas prices went up. It's gone up over time, but last week it was a 75 cent jump overnight. I'm still flabbergasted by how that's even possible. But it's happening all over across the country, all over. Yeah, I don't know if it's happening all over the world, but it's happening here, and a lot of people I know are affected by it. It's not just me. But because I'm using more in fuel, I have to make more money to account for that, right? Um, but I'm not in a position where I can put more time into Spark. Summer is coming up, and like I said, I want to be available for the kids. What's the point of quitting my 9 to 5, um, where I didn't have to spend this kind of money on fuel if I'm still not going to be there? You know what I'm saying? I'm the business. I'm self-employed. I wanted time, and that's what I got. And the trade-off is I got to put more into my car. Um, I mean, it's so much money that now I'm printing out the receipts to write them off on my taxes next year. And I know what you're saying. You should have been doing that, but stopping to fill up my car, it has always been a tedious thing when I'm in the middle of working. I like to, you know, put the gas thing back, get in and go. And now I'm taking the extra few seconds to print it off and save them. And I started doing that on Tuesday, printing off the receipts. Um, and from Tuesday to Saturday, today, it's more than $200 that I put into the fuel tank. And that, that don't include Monday, um, when I had to fill up. Was it Monday I filled up twice or Tuesday I filled up twice? Anyway, it was $80 in one day. That I spent on gas, but such is life. Anyway, I said I need to go back to trading because this would help me. You know what I'm saying? This would help me. Let me get this right. Let me do this right. Let me focus. Let me calm down with it. Um, I didn't say that I wasn't going to stack my trades. I love to stack my trades, especially if I feel like, I'm right. Trading will help because, for one, it's more lucrative than anything, and I can do this from the house. I don't have to leave. Now, I do Spark full time, deliver Walmart orders full time, and this is going to be part time for me. And I started with $350, and I am hoping that's all the investments that I will need this time around. I've been doing this for a long time, since the days of Janet Yellen, since Janet Yellen was doing, what was it, that news event that she would do that would crush everybody's account. I've been doing it since before Brexit. That's the same era. Um, Crazy how long I've been doing this. A long time. Since my kids were in diapers. And now I have two teenagers. So, did I already say that I'm a real person in this video? I'm a real person. If you ever seen any of my other videos, I have videos where you see my face because I don't have the one YouTube account for a different thing. I will now moving forward, but this is going to be on the same YouTube account as my um other videos that I did regarding diabetes, because I I'm not really doing it for to be a YouTuber. I just, if I put it on the internet, it helps keep me accountable because now it's out there. So when I do something stupid like blow the account, y'all can say, "Hey, you're doing something stupid. Stop that. Knock it off." Um, but I posted pictures. It's not pic. I've done a video of myself. You can see where you can see my face. So I'm a real person. I have a dog. You'll hear him bark. You'll hear him scratch, sniff at the door. You might hear him bark if he's in the room with me. I got kids. They're teenagers now. You'll hear them scream. You'll hear them yell. You'll hear them make noise in the kitchen. You'll hear them sing. You'll hear them bust in here like the Kool-Aid man, because they will. I don't lock my door. I don't have an office or a closet where I can go hide and trade. My office is my bedroom. Um, it's in my bedroom. Hopefully you can hear me because I'm not that close to the microphone. And I don't really rewatch my videos. I don't edit them. So what you see is what you get. Um, so I'm a real person. Let me say that. I'll try not to have anything that can have the warnings on there where they remove the audio from the video or they don't let you upload it. Copyright. Something like that. I'm gonna hopefully not have to worry about no copyright stuff. You won't hear the TV on in the background. Now my phone will ring, but I don't have no music. It's that regular ringtone that everybody has who don't know how to mess with their phone. Um, so I'm a real person and I hope to record these videos periodically. Probably not on the weekend or maybe Sunday when the market opens. That would be better because my girlfriend is staying with me now on the weekends, but she won't be here for the next couple of weeks because her daughter is sick. And so she's at home where she should be for daughter. And she won't be here next weekend because if she gets sick, I will not let her in my house. So I talked about NZD USD and it's my most traded pair because I get more bang for my buck. And let me explain that real fast. Did I talk about these where I think trades are going to go? I have a really bad memory, but this is where I believe. Hold on. I'm trying to see something. What are the chances we go all the way up from here? Like up here. Let's see what this looks like up there. For one, that would be glorious. That would be a glorious amount. Let's discard that. Let's look at the 7K all the way. Even right there. Oh my goodness. $500 would be gorgeous. That would be gorgeous. Anyway, let's hope that it does keep going. But I'm going to push these trades back. I'm going to push my take profit back the higher that it goes. I suppose overnight, because I won't be up in the middle of the night anymore like I used to be. To watch them during the Asian session, I'll be sleeping, hopefully. Mm, what was I doing? Oh yes, NZD is my most traded pair, and here's why. With a 7,000 unit trade, the margin is $125, right? You see what I got left. The leverage is 33 and 1. Now, the bigger the leverage, the more you get, is what I'm used to. I don't know what Oanda did with they nuked the leverage that you had for some of these trades. So the pip value is zero point 0.7, 0.70 cents, 70 cents a pip. With Euro USD, a 7,000 unit trade cost me a little bit more. What, 40 bucks more? Was that 125? Yeah, cost me 40 bucks more in margin. The leverage is better, but it's the same trade. So it means that I could have less margin available and I could take an NZD US trade. Now let's look at UCAD because it's probably going to be the trade I get into next, hopefully, if I have a decent amount of margin available. So with a 77,000 unit trade, it would be $140 in margin that I need. So I'd have to be up $140 to get into this sell. Okay, so the sell, it costs a little bit less and it's going to be a sell. The leverage is 15.1, which should be better, but the pip value is 50 cents. Um, so zero point 0.5 USD per pip. So I can get more bang for my buck when I trade NZD USD. That's what I mean when I say that. Um, I can't do this one. Here's another example with, let's do a whole 7,000. 7,000 units for USD JPY will cost me $347 in margin. It's a 20 to 1 leverage, and the pip value is only 40 cents. So that's why NZD USD. Now, trading on other brokers, like in the past, I would trade on Trader's Way. If I took a NZD US trade long, I would try to take a USD CAD trade short because it costs less and they allowed you to have more margin available to you. I don't think that's the case with Oanda. Oanda is regulated. So, once that when you take that, when you create that order, that margin is gone. Um, Now I have a liquid brokers account open and It's not doing so well. These are the trades. The trades are in profit, but I started this account with $150, and you see it that says my balance is $5.72, which is not great. I thought my leverage for the account was 500. I have no idea how to check. I have no idea how to tell. I'm fortunate that I understand how to see. That's just for the chart. I understand how to withdraw. I don't know how to figure out what my leverage is, but that's okay. I'll figure it out eventually. Hugo's Way is not working for me right now. It won't let me deposit, and I don't know what's going on with that. I've tried it through different browsers. I've tried to do it on my phone. It's not working, and that makes me sad because I'm a big Hugo's Way fan, and especially now, I probably could have made $1,000 if I was able to put the money in Hugo's Way. But we're looking for not quick money. Yes, we're looking for quick money, but we're looking for continuous money. We're looking to grow this account long term. We find a nice empty spot and let's do some goals for this account. All right, so here's the goals. I love doing this. So the starting balance is $350. Now, this is an old account. I think with Foanda, you only get 20 accounts that they give you, and I have run through 20 accounts, so I have to reuse my old accounts if I want to keep trading with Oanda. Now, if there's a way I can create a new account with Oanda above 20, y'all let me know because I would love to do that. But each time I blew an account, I created a new one. But so now I'm recycling my accounts now. So the starting balance is $350. So my first objective to withdraw $350. And now I'm not going to say I'm playing with house money. I'm getting my investment back for this term, right? Get my investment back for this term. And I'm probably going to do that when the account reaches $1,000. Sorry if it feels like I'm slapping the keys. I bought my laptop, and maybe the first week I brought my laptop, I spilled a drink on it. So my eye on here has never been the same, and the keys are stickier around that section. But I cannot believe this. But it still works. So the first withdrawal is going to be at $1,000, and I think I'm going to do gradual building, um, some short-term trades. What is it called? Short-term trades, maybe from zone to zone, and then along with swing trades. These are going to be the multi-day, maybe multi-week trades, um, up from an area of consolidation. And I want to be sure. So I still have my mentor, Nick, who is available to me through his free Telegram. Gosh, I actually have not spoken to Oscar in a really long time. And I think about him all the time because back then he was a single dad and he was in his early 20s. So now I'm sure he's closer to 30 years old and his daughter is probably a teenager, like mine. Because think his I think his daughter was older than my kids. So she might be, graduating high school soon. Anyway, I always, hope that he's doing well. And those are the only two people really who have made an actual impact in my life as far as trading and showing me what it could do for you if you do it correctly. And I've always been in a rush to get the money, secure the bag. Um, I've always failed. I've won, but I've lost just as much as I've won. I've lost more than I won, to say the least. And the entire time I've been trading since Janet Yellen era days, when she would ruin our lives, um, back before Brexit and all of that madness, back when Bitcoin was only dollars. Um, I've been trading back since then, and I am positive I have lost more than $60,000 in all that time, being a day trader. So this account is going to recoup all of that money. I am claiming it. We're going to recoup all of that money. All right, so that's what I'm trading. The first withdrawal is going to be at 1,000. Then we're going to go. We're going to build to 2,500. Take 500. Build to 5,000. Take 1,000. All right, from there, it's going to get. We're going to do every $2,500 till build to. We're just going to take, we want to keep it. Dang. How do I, here we go. Want to keep consistent, nothing crazy, right? Now we're going to up it. Nothing crazy, everything realistic. Things that I can do, things that I should be able to do. So I'm taking 2,500, and then I have to make 7,500 in order to make my next withdrawal. And we're going to keep it just like that. That's going to be it. Now, even if I can make this happen, once a month, that would be great. An extra 2,500 a month, you know, that's money. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to take me long to come back from where I was. No, hold on. Let me rephrase. It's not gonna take me long to recoup the money that I've lost if I'm following rules, right? If I'm not trying to rush, if I'm taking my time, if I'm not over leveraging, um, if I trust the process, if I use my tools and they tell me you're doing this right, you're going in the right direction, if I have no doubts about what I'm doing, about the trade, and I take it and I just let it play out, I should be fine. I should be fine. I'm just taking realistic trades, good trading setups, and I got to be patient and I'll be fine. So we're going to keep going. And I want to take this up to I'm going to build the account all the way to $50,000. And then at that point, I'll probably take out half of it. Um, Obviously, I got to pay taxes, which I'm doing now on a weekly basis. So I'll put a bunch of it into taxes. And then, did I say how much I was going to take out? I'm going to take out half of it. I'm going to take out 25,000, and I'll probably use um I'll put 10,000 into taxes, even though if I'm still doing Spark. Um I'll have a bunch of tax write-offs, but I'll put 10,000 into taxes so the government don't come after me. And then the other 15K, I'm probably going to invest. Um, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. I see 10K taxes. We'll do 10K invest. And I'll be using Robinhood to invest. And the other 5K I'll put into my house or get a new car. I'm doing 100,000 miles on my car a year. I'm going to need a new car next year, and it's not even paid off. I'm projecting that I'll have my car paid off next year. Um, I owe 12,000 left on it, and I make extra payments when I can afford it. But that's the gist of it. This is what I'm doing. Um, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to record these videos probably on a weekly basis, and hopefully you come along with me. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you like the video, leave me a thumbs up. And if not, leave me a thumbs up anyway. If you made it to the end, kudos to you. I appreciate it. And we'll see what the week brings. I think future videos will be on Sunday because I'll be alone. Sunday night, I'll record them. And then maybe midweek, I'll do one as well. We'll see how it works. Anyway, thanks for watching.